I remember the first time I saw that introduction. So simple, yet it sent a chill down my spine that made me realize that I had a good game in front of me. That game? Perfect Dark for the Nintendo 64. Released 3 years after GoldenEye 007, this was an extraordinary game for its time. And hell, I've been playing this game on and off for over a decade and I'm still not bored of it. So it has fantastic replay value as well. If you've never played it before, I highly recommend you give it a try. So, instead of continuing to ramble on about how great of a game it is, maybe it's time to actually play. Alright, so let's get started. So here you choose your file that you want to play as. We're going to start with my new file. And there's the game modes, but we're going to choose Carrington Institute because this is basically the game's tutorial right here. So open the door and oh, look at our boss, Carrington
Joanna,
himself.
it's good to see you. Come with me. I'll walk you around the training rooms.
So he's just going to walk us around the training room. Simple enough, right? I mean, wish we could walk a little faster, but whatever.
The information center is through this door.
Oh, it is? Okay, you're not going to bother to introduce me to anybody, tell me more about it, just say, it's through this door, trust me.
In here we have the device lab.
Device lab, huh?
Hello.
I'm not seeing many devices around here, but...
For this.
Well, at least he brought us in the room this time. Okay, I guess I gotta open the elevator for him. Yeah, apparently that's an elevator. This game is based on, like, the future. So, open up, close it, and go downstairs. I love that cold stare he's giving me right there. Follow me to the next training room. He walks like a Nazi.
This leads to the simulant training room.
Simulant training room. Another room he's not going to show us, but I do know that it's good for like stealth training and learning controls. I guess that's what the tutorial's for. You know, it's not going to show us. Just do it yourself. Ooh, a gun. Ooh, look at another gun. Ooh, a couple more guns, and what the hell is that guy's problem? Can he just take a bathroom break? Well, the way that Carrington walks... Oh, thanks for slamming the door in my face. The way he walks, you know, kind of like a Nazi, I'm sure. No bathroom break until your shift is done! No.
This
Down
corridor
to the
leads down
hangar.
to the hangar.
Okay,
Joe,
another room he's
I'll
not going
leave
to
you
show me,
prepare
but
for the mission.
it's going to leave me to just train for myself. I guess it's not really a big complaint because of the fact that a lot of tutorials on a lot of games last between 20 to 30 minutes, but that one was all like 2.5 to 3. So we're just going to go back to the computer and figure out the game modes, and I just went in the wrong room. So we're going to go back to the computer now and do it from there. Okay, so here are the game modes that I had mentioned earlier. Carrington Institute. Obviously the tutorial that we just went through. Then there's solo missions. It's playing the game's storyline with a single player. Next up we have Combat Simulator. Now this game mode is a bit more difficult to explain within a sentence or two. Basically, it's the multiplayer feature, like any other game, where you can face each other in combat. However, this is one of the features that makes this game one of the greatest I've ever played. I will probably explain it in more detail within its own video, but for now we'll just move on. Next on the list we have Cooperative. This is when you and a friend can play the storyline together. Again, that's obvious, but I'm just saying what each game mode does, so there. And finally, there's Counter-Operative. I've never seen this feature before this game, and I've yet to see it. This game mode is a split co-op, which means player 1 is trying to complete one of the missions on story mode, whereas player 2 is playing a random henchman trying to kill player 1, of course. Simple enough. Player 1 only has one life and one chance to win. Player 2 can get killed several times and have several more chances to win. This is actually a great way to prepare for the harder missions, just so long as, you're playing with a decent player, of course. So that's another reason why this is one of the best games I've ever played. Alright, I think that just about does it for the tutorial, plus my rambling. And yes, I know that something is below counter-operative in the game mode menu called Change Agent. This really isn't a game mode, it's the mode to choose a different file saved, so I don't know why that isn't a game options menu, but whatever, it's still an awesome game. If you haven't grown bored of this already, you should check out my next Perfect Dark video, when I actually play the first level! And I promise, a lot less talking and rambling, and a lot more killing.